to a room anywhere? Just follow. Okay. That would be nice. Hi guys. How's everyone doing? Good? Last night was fun, the karaoke party. I know, I had a blast. So glad you guys are back. Is anyone here for the first day? First time? Woo! Hello! Hello, hello, hello. Oh, we got questions.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So I was wondering, out of like your whole acting journey, what's the best piece of advice you've ever seen?
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I guess I would say to remember that you're the only one who can offer to the world what you can offer. There's really no one else exactly like you. So when you start, it kind of goes for life too, not just acting, but when you start comparing yourself to other people, there's really no point because you're the only one who can bring to the table what you can bring to the table, right? They can't. So that makes you unique, that makes you special. And if you love it, to just keep doing it, even if it's you're shooting in your living room, just being creative, whatever outlet that is, and to be kind to others and kind to yourself. So always professional, always kind to others, and kind to yourself, meaning don't let other people bring you down. There's a lot of competition, there's a lot of that nonsense. There's enough success in the world for everyone. So I guess that's kind of a mixture of all the advice I've been given and had to learn over time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm asking you this question because it seems like you guys get this question a lot.
Yes.
So what kind of movie car would you like to drive? Would it be the James Bond, Aston Martin,
Uh-huh.
the DeLorean from Back to the Future,
Uh-huh.
the 1970 Chevy Nova from Death Proof, the 1974 Plymouth Barracuda from the Fast and the Furious, or the 1967 Chevy Impala or Baby from Supernatural?
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's gotta be the baby. Right? Can you see me in it? We need to make that happen. I love that question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Aria.
Hi, Aria.
Who in Vampire Diaries in the originals would you bring back to life and why?
I got asked this yesterday, and I feel like I had the wrong answer because I answered Jackson, and then I asked the girl who asked the question who she would bring back, and she was like, well, either like Klaus, Elijah, or Haley, and I was like, oh, right. Oh, right, I almost forgot. So, I mean, I think it would be Haley. I'd bring Haley back. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Anita.
So nice to meet you.
Who was your favorite co-star to work with and why?
I mean, I didn't really like any of them. I'm just kidding. I loved every single one of them. We became very close. I mean, I loved any scene where all the Michaelsons were together. I just loved our family dynamic on and off set. Claire Holt's one of my favorite people in the world, so any chance to work with her was always great. And then Daniel Gillies and Nate Bazalich, they kept me laughing 24/7, like 24/7. It was actually really hard to keep a straight face when in scenes with them. They would do things like when the camera's on you and not on them, they'd be like messing with props, and I'd have to be like in a serious scene and try not to laugh. So they were really great. And then Joseph Morgan, of course, was the best leader of them all. He was just such a good guy and such a good leader. So yeah, it's a hard question. I love them all for very different reasons. I don't actually like Daniel Gillies, but I had to say that.
Thank you.
Just kidding. Uh-oh. Hi.
Hi, I'm Karina, and this is my friend Jada.
Hello.
And so this one is kind of the opposite of what you were just asked. So if you had to like kill off one of your siblings, which one would you get rid of?
Elijah. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. If I had to kill any of them off, gosh. I mean, I'm gonna go with the easy answer, Hendrik, because, you know, I never really had a relationship with him. He died early. Not that I want to condone killing children, but he was the youngest, and I didn't know him well, and so I would have to do away with him. Finn, Freya loved Finn. I know other people didn't, but Freya really loved Finn. She was closest to him because before she was taken by her crazy Aunt Dahlia, I think she knew him best. So I have a soft spot for Finn. Hi.
Hi, I'm Winery. Who do you think is the strongest original?
The original, who is Freya Michaelson. Because she was the first. She is the most powerful. But no, in different ways. I feel like in Vampire Diaries, wasn't Elijah kind of like quiet and just like super powerful?
Yeah.
Right? I really like that. I feel like maybe he honed it in over the years, but that secretly he's the most powerful. What do you think? Yeah, you do, girl. Yeah, you do. You would be right. You would be right. Freya Michaelson's the answer. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Peyton. I was wondering what the process/story was of being casted as Freya Michaelson.
Oh, that's a great question. For those of you who were at the panel yesterday, I told this story. I initially auditioned for Haley many years ago. And then I got called back to audition again, but for a different character. And they told me it was Davina's sister. So I watched the show and was going off playing Davina's sister. And then it wasn't, and then I booked the role, told my friends I'll see you in a few weeks, and I didn't come back for 5 years because I didn't know until I landed that I was a Michaelson. They didn't tell me till I was there getting a fitting done for my costume that I was a Michaelson. And I was like, that's a big shoes to fill. That's a little scary. But yeah, I'm very glad it worked out that way. So that's kind of how it ended up being Freya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth, and I wanted to ask if you could replace all of the Michelson family, with who would it be?
Replace them?
Yeah, have another character be one of the Michelsons.
Oh, I see. Who would it be, guys? Who would it be? Would we throw a Stefan in there? Yeah, would we make him Elijah? Maybe. And then would we throw a Jackson in there and make him Cole? And then who else, guys? Who else should we throw? Enzo. Oh, definitely Enzo. Enzo would have to be in there. Can we have Damon and Stefan? I saw a shirt today that said it's okay, you can love them both. Yeah? It's okay. Okay, so we'll throw Damon in there as well. And Bonnie, of course, Bonnie. Bonnie would replace me. And Caroline would replace Rebecca. You guys, a whole new show. Let's make it happen. How's that? How's that for a cast?
I think that sounds pretty good.
All right. I'll let producers know. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tori.
Hi.
So I was wondering, what was it like to be on the set of Legacies with Danielle Rose Russell again?
The best. It was super cool. I hadn't been back there in years, and so when I got the call and I was driving to Conyers, it was super nostalgic and pulling up to the stages and seeing how everything was different in their own new world, but where the courtyard used to be was kind of all different. So it was this bittersweet kind of experience where you're our old world is kind of put to rest and this new world has come out of it, and it's like this whole new like young cast who's making it was really cool and nostalgic. And Danielle, I can't say enough amazing things about. She is just incredibly talented and beautiful, and I love her so much. I really do feel like that aunt bond was real. I just love her so much, and I think she's a star.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kelsey, and my question is, out of all your original siblings, who would be your favorite and why?
Who would be the favorite today? Who's here at the convention? Who's coming tomorrow? Gillies. Gillies, we can't say Gillies. Who else? I'm just kidding, guys. I promise he's my favorite. Who else? Is there anyone else of the Michaelsons here?
No.
Who? Oh, Marcel! Oh my gosh, Charles. CMD. I haven't seen him in so long, so I'm gonna, he's not technically a sibling, is he? But let's say that Charles is my favorite, and you can tell him that tomorrow, because I miss him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hi.
so my name's Lauren, and my mom wanted me to ask you if you would be her friend.
1000%. What are we doing after this?
I vote.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name's Alyssa.
Hi.
And my question is, if you had to choose one character from Vampire Diaries Originals or Legacies, who's your favorite?
One character to rule them all. Who would it be? I think it still has to be Rebecca Michaelson. In real life as well. You know, she's just my fave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emiliano.
Hi.
Hey, sweetie. And I was gonna ask you, since you were like a powerful witch on like in the originals, would you have rather been like one of the vampires like the rest of the Michaelsons?
You know, there was a storyline that was talked about where Freya did turn into a vampire, but then it ended up being Camille instead. But I really love being a witch, and I wouldn't have changed that, but I am curious to see what Freya would be like as a vampire. It was kind of like, I wanted to see that. So yes, part of me, yes, would have felt a little left out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Sophia, and my question is there another way you wish the originals had ended, or are you happy with the ending?
Oh, this question. I know a lot of people were upset with the ending. I personally just, working with everyone every day for 5 years, it was kind of like, I think, I'm speaking for them, and they can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think for them, they were really felt like the best thing for the characters were to put them to rest. It was their time, both the actors' time and the characters' time, and so it kind of, when we had that 5th season, we knew it was going to be our last, and so we were able to kind of like take everything in and really like end it in a way on our terms, I guess. And so I wouldn't have really changed it. I know it's really sad, but I think that's kind of just their story. And Freya obviously got a really happy ending, but I would have loved to see her son, like, what he looked like, what he would be. Would he be a witch or a werewolf? Would he go to school with Hope? That would have been cool to see.
Yeah,
How would you want it to end?
I'm happy with the ending, actually.
Are you? Okay, that's good. That's good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Cora.
Hi, Cora.
And my question was, what was your first film appearance ever?
Do I want to tell you guys? My first film appearance ever was a very small role that I booked. I was modeling at the time in LA. I hadn't started acting yet. And they had, our modeling agency sent us out for this audition for a movie called The Social Network. And they were hiring like some models for the party scenes. So basically, I went in and I auditioned, and they were like, yep, and they booked me, and I flew to Boston, and I shot, don't you guys all go find it now. No. No, it's not. It's obviously an amazing movie. I was very happy to be a part of it. I met a lot of people and worked with a lot of the people again, but I was a very small role, very small party person, and then, but it came full circle after that. I got an agent after that. I started taking acting classes after that, and I started kind of moving away from the modeling industry into acting full time after that. So that was technically my first time, well, my first movie. I did a lot of commercials. Also, please don't look those up. I did a lot of commercials before that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Freya,
Hello.
and my question is, like, if you had to pick a song for your life, what would it be?
A song for my life. I love that. I love that question. Two songs come to mind, and they're both Fleetwood Mac, or well, one's Stevie Nicks. But Edge of 17 is the one that I want to play every time I walk into a room. Like, you know, you have like in the movies when you walk in and a song's playing, and I just want it to go every time I walk in somewhere. I really fantasize about that. But I also really love Never Going Back Again by Fleetwood Mac. It's like kind of the song I listen to when I'm sad or anything. That's a great question. As far as like what really describes me, I'd have to think about that. But those are the two songs that came to mind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Lauren.
Hello.
My question is, when did you first know that you wanted to do acting?
Well, that's a great question too, because unlike I believe most people here, I did not know I was going to get into acting. I was a softball player most of my life. Yes. And I got scholarships to go play in college. And I heard on the radio, and that's how long ago it was. I heard on the radio a calling for this opportunity to go to New York and LA, and I didn't really know what it was, and I went, and there was an agent there who took me to New York and then took me to LA, and I ended up signing with an agency for modeling. And as I was modeling, my agents kept being like, you know, you keep booking commercials though, like, have you ever thought about acting? And sorry, before all of this, I was supposed to go to school to be a structural engineer, completely different path. I'm still really interested in that architecture, but I decided to take a year and try out this whole modeling thing, and then I was like, I'll go back to school after that. Started booking commercials, and then got that small role on the Social Network, and started taking acting classes, and it was cliche. I took my first acting class, and I was like, oh, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. Even if I don't make money at it, this is what I want to do. And so I quit modeling and I started acting, and I worked a lot of jobs in between, bartended, you know, did serving, lots of stuff to just be able to still audition. And then, that's how it all started.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sana, and I wanted to know what the hardest episode of the originals was to film.
The hardest episode. Trying to think of something that was like really physically hard, but I can't remember. But I will say, and I know I always say this, but the episode that we had to kill Davina was really hard for me. It was really hard. I mean, she's like a real life doll. She's just like so precious and beautiful, and I had to look into her crying eyes and pretend like I was killing her. And it was awful. It was like emotional and sad for all of us. And it was a really intense scene. And I remember like Elijah having to hold, I can't remember who it was. He was like holding someone back. Marcel. It was Marcel, right. He was holding Marcel back, and it was like this intense scene. I would come in and like say all my chants and send her to the world. And It was intense and emotional and sad. I didn't really want to do it, but Freya made me do it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jada.
Hi.
I have 2 questions for you. My first one is, what was your favorite scene to film in the originals, and what's your favorite food?
Ooh. My favorite scene, which I mentioned yesterday as well, is the last dinner scene, because we had all worked together for 5 years every day, and that last dinner scene was not scripted. They just basically put the cameras in the room and they said, just hang out, and we got to like reminisce and talk and joke and make each other laugh, and the cameras were just catching it all, but it was real moments. It wasn't scripted. And it was kind of this nice little closure moment, and it was really emotional, and it was like our last time all together as the originals, and I will always remember that scene. And my favorite food, there's so much. I eat everything. I really, really love just the classic spaghetti. Spaghetti is probably one of my favorites. I also really love sushi. Both things. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Chocolate? Yeah. Wine? Chocolate and wine. Yeah. That's my favorite meal. Charcuterie boards? Yeah. Now we're getting hungry.
Thank you.
Thank
That was
you
my
so
favorite
much.
scene too.
Yeah? Oh, thank you.
My name is Akira, and my question is, who do you think Freya's favorite sibling is?
Who do I think Freya's favorite sibling is?
Least favorite.
Oh, least favorite. Who's Freya's least favorite sibling? I feel like in some ways Elijah is her favorite and her least favorite. They were like the most sisterly, brotherly, I think, between each other. They like were either really mad at each other, really loved each other, and worked together. But she's also like that with Klaus. So maybe it's Klaus, because I think they're the most alike, actually, in a lot of ways. And I think they like kind of butt heads, and it took him a while to accept her. But she just loves her family so much. She would do anything for them, so it's hard for me to choose her least favorite. Did one of them come across as the least favorite? Anyone? Klaus. Cole? Yeah, maybe it was Cole. Don't tell Nate. Maybe it was Cole. It was Cole. That was her least favorite. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask, what was your favorite memory from filming American Horror Story?
Ooh. My favorite memory. I mean, it was really just being in New Orleans. I had never lived there, and I got to live there for a couple months, and I loved it there. I loved the history. I loved the ghost tours and all the old buildings and like the history and being able to drink on the street. Just kidding, but you can do that there. No, I really enjoyed New Orleans. I think I told a few of you yesterday. It's like a beautiful place to visit. Just as a woman, be careful. Do not go down any streets by yourself. It's just like any major city, but there, if you do go visit, don't go around at night by yourself. But it is a beautiful place, and I ate beignets and walked around. I think I tried gator and then went and saw them, which is a little odd. I know, I feel really bad about it. And yeah, very, very cool place.
That sounds fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Emmy.
Hi.
I think my question is for you. If it's was it difficult for you to come into the Michaelson family because it was already a really established brand and you're coming in with someone new?
Yeah, they didn't treat me very well at first, did they? They did not accept me. And I know some of you didn't accept me at first either. You guys have admitted it to me. You guys were like, I didn't know about you. I was like, who is this Freya person? I had to earn everyone's trust, and it was difficult. Yes, they wouldn't accept me for a while. I had to be like, what else can I do? I will kill this person for you. I'm your sister. Like, please love me. And they finally did. And then in real life, it was kind of the same. It was like, they were all already family. And I was like, hey, I'm cool. Can I get in here? And then I did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daniela, and my question is, who had the best character story arc in your opinion?
Who had the best character story arc? On originals?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Freya had a really good arc because she started off, she really had that arc. Just started off with not being trusted, had all this history of how she'd be awake every 1,000 years and had to learn about her powers, and then she gets trusted by the family, has to fight for her family, sacrifices everything for her family all the time until one day she falls in love. And then she starts putting herself first and her wife first. And I think she really represented love really well. And so I think that was a pretty damn good arc.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anna.
Hi.
So you were a witch on the show, and you had to say all these spells and chant and stuff.
Yes.
But if you could create a spell of your own, what would you call it, and what would it do?
Ooh, great question. What would I call it and what would it do? I would call it Wino Cheesestia. Chocolate. And it would bring me wine, cheese, and chocolate.
That sounds like a really good spell.
Right? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Adriana.
Hi.
My question for you is why the originals ended.
Why did the originals end?
Yeah.
That would be a CW producer question. No, I think it was a mixture of things. I think the truth is they felt like their story had been told. And sometimes, ending something when it's on your own terms is the best way to do it, as opposed to kind of stringing it along. I just think it lived its life. I think a lot of the actors had been, working on it since Vampire Diaries, so they've been working on it for, close to 10 years. And we're just ready to close that story. But it still kind of lives on. I mean, look at you guys, this is so cool. This is so cool that years and years after it's over, here we are. And not to mention, when it got on Netflix, it was like this whole new generation of people watching it for the first time, which is really cool. And so I think it just lives on. It's like a vampire, it just never dies. There's no white oak for the originals. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And of course through legacies and who knows what's next. But I think it lives on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is David,
Hi, David.
and given a chance, in the series finale of the originals,
Yes.
I think your character, Freya, would have stayed Klaus, because Klaus killed your father,
Yes.
and that really made you upset.
Yes, it did.
And I think you would have took your revenge on him.
You think I would have, you think an alternate ending would have been Freya taking her revenge for Klaus killing Michael and killing him herself? Wow. Ruthless. Ruthless. Maybe that's the real ending. I'll talk to producers about that as well. Maybe we will reboot it. Freya will be ruthless. She'll get her revenge. Very good storyline. I'll remember it. Thank you, David.
Hi, my name is Dragon.
Hi, Dragon.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you had to choose to bring back to life, who would it be out of Elijah, Klaus, and Hayden?
Well, I did say Haley earlier, but this time we bring back Klaus. Oh, and I got a better reaction. That was the right answer. Now I know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
If you were a vampire, what would be the first thing that you would do?
In real life?
On the show.
Ah. Well, that changes everything. If Freya became a vampire, what would be the first thing she would do? What could vampires do that she couldn't? They could vamp, right? They could like really fast. Isn't that called vamping? Didn't we call that vamping? No? Maybe just on set. We did, okay. So maybe the what? Oh, mind compulsion, that's right. Who would she use that power on? Maybe just like, I feel like she was really tired with like having to clean up everyone's messes all the freaking time. And so maybe she would just like mind control like all of her Michaelson family to like sit down at a nice family dinner, and she would be like, you are going to be nice the entire dinner and not cause any drama. And then they would like be like, yes. And they would sit there and we'd just have this really nice family dinner for once in our lives. And I think that would be the first thing she would do. And she would mind control someone to bring her wine and cheese.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is, if you could be a witch, vampire, or werewolf, what would it be?
Me, Riley, in real life?
Freya.
No one wants to know that. I'm just kidding. Freya. Well, I really wanted to see her as a vampire. I did, but there's something really intriguing about the werewolf as well, right? I think they're pretty badass. Maybe she would be a tribrid, like Hope, and just have them all. What's better than that? Right? Yeah.
What about you, Riley?
Okay, here we go. The werewolf thing sounds really painful. I don't know if I want to break every bone in my body to transition every time. It sounds cool, but I'm going to say no to that. The vampire thing sounds like it'd be cool for about 1,000 years, and then you'd be like, okay, And then the witch thing's just always cool, so I think I would stay a witch. Right? Thank you.
What would be your favorite season out of all 5 seasons?
Ooh, good question. Huh. They're all kind of a blur to me in my head right now, but I want to say 4. Season 4 was really good, and maybe season 2? Are those good answers? Yeah? I liked those seasons. I did. I also liked when Freya went from like kind of being like, she didn't know what the world was, and she talked kind of like for 1,000 years, no more. I like when she changed that and like was like dancing on the bar tops and was like the cool aunt. She was a cool aunt. I like that change. Whenever that happened, I don't remember. That might have been season 3. But yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And season 1 was obviously really good, but Freya wasn't in it, so we won't discuss it.
Hi, my name's Amanda.
Hi.
If you could play any other character on the originals, who would you play?
Again, it would be Rebecca. I just love her. And, maybe Haley. Either one of the girls. Who cares about the boys? Not I. So it'd be one of the girls. Who would you play?
Rebecca or Haley.
Yep. Agreed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah. My friend, he just wanted to let you know that he's a really big fan. He loves you a lot.
Oh, tell him I love him.
if like you were in the originals, would you rather be in the Vampire Diaries or Legacies?
If I wasn't in the original, would I rather be in Vampire Diaries or Legacies? I feel like I've got to say Vampire Diaries because I am too old to be in Legacies. I feel like I would be, you know. Yeah, I could be a teacher. I could be a teacher. I guess I'm too old to be in Vampire Diaries too, because that would be high school, right? Damn. Let's say Legacies, and I could be a teacher. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
As a fellow wine drinker,
Yes.
I would like to know, with all your travels, what has been your favorite winery to visit, and what is your favorite type of wine?
I drink almost exclusively cabs. I like dry, full body. So red wine is my thing. And I love Napa. I grew up in Sacramento, so I go to Napa quite often, and there's a winery there. There's a few like wine brands that I really love, but I've never been to their wineries. But the ones, as far as wineries I've been to, there's a great one in Napa called B Cellars. They do food pairings with your tastings, and they have like this really beautiful like underground kind of cave that you can do it in, and it's really beautiful, and the wine's delicious. I believe they have some Opus 1 in some of their wines, so it's really good.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. B Cellars, check it out.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is, if you could be any supernatural being in your life, what would you be and why?
A supernatural being in real life. What do we got, guys? Start calling them out so I can have some ideas. Mermaid. Oh, 100% a mermaid. I would be a mermaid. I would definitely be a mermaid. I feel like every girl wants to be well, my generation anyway, Rebel Mermaid. That'd be pretty sweet. And could I, like, if I was a mermaid, could I, like Ariel, also have legs on land and then go back to, or H2O? Do they have legs in your life? That's what I want. We need to reboot it. I would like to be a mermaid on H2O, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. Our question is, yes, being a witch on the originals, how did you find it easy or hard to transition into being a witch on the American Horror Story?
So it was the other way around. I actually did American Horror Story first, and apparently it was part of the reason why I got to be a witch on originals. So, no, it wasn't too hard to transition. It was, I feel like they were very different types of people, or witches. But it's something that I have played multiple times. It's because I'm a witch in real life. Thank you so much.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Isis.
Hello.
I actually have two questions. My first one is, I was just told I can only ask one. My question is, if you had a warning label, what would it be?
A warning label? Do you want to tell everyone? If I had a warning label, it would say, if passed out, drink too much wine, please put in bed. Or it would say, Taurus can be stubborn, will not let you know that. Yes, my Tauruses know. Or it would say, I don't know, I'm gonna go with those two. But that's a great question. I'll have to think about that. Next time I see you, I'll maybe have a new answer. Thank you.
Hi, we're Taylor and Mackenzie.
Hello, girls.
If you were to be in any movie you choose, what would you be in?
I would have loved to be in like Pulp Fiction or Almost Famous or any of those, just like my favorite movies in the world, just to be like a part of them, or play like Penny Lane in Almost Famous. like kind of a dream of mine. It's kind of who I want to be. I mean, I don't want to be a groupie, but but I do just love like the acting of that role. It was done so well. Thank you.
You'd be a good penguin. Yeah, I can see that.
I really want to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's
So
make
do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Guys, give it up for Riley.
Thank you.